In a rather surprising change of events, Ukraine seems to have made massive gains east of Krasnohorivka and recovered lost positions. It remains a question whether that means that any Russian garrison inside Krasnohorivka is currently at risk of being encircled, or if that means that Krasnohorivka was cleaned. In Taganrog, an aircraft repair plant was allegedly hit, reports the Crimean Wind Monitoring Group, citing satellite imagery data. Yesterday at lunchtime in Taganrog, fires were recorded in the area of the 325th Aircraft Repair Plant, Il-76. The outbreaks are located in the area of the runway. There is also a second aviation enterprise in Taganrog, the Beriev plant, which has already come under attack before. Russian Air Force dropped 9 more bombs modified with glide kits on their own Belgorod region over 2 days, May 24th and 25. This brings the 3-month tally of Russians bombing themselves up to 68. Good work, boys. In Russia, this footage of a Belgorod hospital overflowing with wounded soldiers was posted and quickly deleted by a Russian politician. Everything is going according to plan. Ha! Another purge in Russia. Advisor to the governor, Sergei Lezhnev, was detained in the Oryol region, reports Astra. Local media write that the detention is related to a case of theft during the reconstruction of the Red Bridge in Oryol. Lezhnev is now in a temporary detention center. Lezhnev is a close friend of Governor Andrei Klishkov. The governor's advisor is also known for recently being involved in the delivery of humanitarian supplies from the Oryol region to Russian soldiers in the combat zone. In November 2022, Oryol mobilized people complained about torn backpacks and uncomfortable ankle boots. Governor Klishkov then said that the authorities purchased what they had, and those who were dissatisfied with the quality of the equipment could buy it themselves. Lezhnev was also outraged by dissatisfied commentators. He wrote in his Telegram channel, "You, commentators with pink asses, stop doing bullshit. You have a lot of opportunities to help the guys." Putin's palace in Gelendzhik could have been the target of tonight's night drone attack. The governor of Russia's Krasnodar region, Veniamin Kondratyev, said that drone debris damaged an unfinished building in the village of Kranitsa. Vineyards and a winery are located there, which may belong to the residence of the Russian dictator. Another drone crashed in the farmstead of Jonkot, located very close to Putin's palace in Gelendzhik. On the night of May 17th, drones already flew near Putin's residence. Not far from the farmstead of Jonkot on Cape Idokopas, there is an estate and a palace built, as numerous investigations claim, for Putin. In the village of Kranitsa, they were building the Stary Provence winery to process grapes grown on the estate. In 2021, Putin claimed that the palace did not belong to him and that he had never been there. A series of video recordings from cameras inside the Ukrainian home improving store at the moment of Russia's strike. Lots of civilian people walking around the store on the weekday. Russia's terrorism cannot be happening for a 3rd year in a row. Ukraine critically needs the right and permission to hit military targets on Russia's territory using ally-supplied weaponry to prevent even more casualties amongst innocent civilians. Patience is key. What will happen when Russia depletes its supply of Soviet-era equipment? In its invasion of Ukraine, Russia is experiencing a greater loss of equipment than it can replace. Its reliance on substantial stocks of Soviet-era equipment is currently helping to offset the production deficit. Nonetheless, these reserves are expected to be exhausted within 18 to 24 months. After these supplies are depleted, Russia's invasion won't abruptly come to an end, but sustaining it will become significantly more challenging for Russia. Nevertheless, Russia will still have a few alternatives for obtaining equipment from elsewhere. Putin replaced Shoigu with Belousov precisely due to this concern. Russia will aim to boost production by that time, but achieving a sufficient increase is deemed unfeasible. Russia will seek to purchase equipment from other sources, with China being a potential example. However, this approach could potentially expose China to sanctions, and it would still incur significant costs for Russia. Around the same time, or slightly before Russia exhausts its Soviet-era equipment, the National Wealth Fund is projected to be depleted. Consequently, Russia will need to finance its equipment acquisitions through deficits or by leveraging its natural resources. As with all things, patience is crucial. Russia is not poised for sudden collapse, but the war will progressively become more challenging as it struggles to replace lost material and sanctions gradually take their toll. The impending equipment shortage will necessitate that Russia either increase its war expenditure to procure weapons from abroad or increasingly rely solely on infantry. This will result in greater financial costs or heightened losses in terms of personnel. As losses mount and the war drags on, Russians will eventually come to the realization that Russia has been unable to capture any of the 23 regional capitals or special status cities in this unsuccessful invasion. In the long run, time is not in Russia's favor, but we must remain patient and recognize that it will be a lengthy process to help Russians understand that this war cannot be won. Macron just announced France supports hitting military sites used to bomb Ukraine in Russia. This is huge, the first time a major NATO member has the balls to do it.
Le sol ukrainien est attaqué, de fait, depuis des bases, et qui sont en Russie. Alors comment on explique aux Ukrainiens qu'il va falloir protéger ces villes, et au fond tout ce qu'on voit en ce moment autour de Kharkiv, si on leur dit vous n'avez pas le droit d'atteindre le point d'où sont tirés les missiles? En fait, on leur dit on vous livre des armes, mais vous ne pouvez pas vous défendre. Donc nous, on reste exactement dans le même cadre. On pense qu'on doit leur permettre de neutraliser les sites militaires d'où sont tirés les missiles, et au fond les sites militaires depuis lesquels l'Ukraine est agressée. Mais on ne doit pas permettre de toucher d'autres cibles en Russie, et évidemment des capacités civiles ou d'autres cibles militaires.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.